Hello everyone, welcome to our next video. It is about importing transactions into QuickBooks Online. So I love this feature because it makes it super easy for you to import all those automatic transactions that you don't have receipts for, you don't get emails for, and sometimes it catches transactions that you forgot you even made. So we are going to switch over to QuickBooks Online, show you that when you connect your bank, how we'll import all those transactions just as if it was trying to pull in the data from your bank statement. Okay, so flip over to this screen and you will see this is the main dashboard. You will see over here the different checking accounts, savings accounts, Master, Visa card, or any other credit card, cash type account you would have. PayPal, for example, would go here too if you wanted to connect your PayPal. And you can pull in PayPal, you can pull in credit cards, you can pull in checking accounts. All of those accounts work. So to find that information, you could click on the actual bank. You can also go here to the left and you could click on banking, and it will take you to the screen that is the import screen. So this is the screen where basically all these information is in a bucket. It's in its specific bucket of transactions. These have not been added to your general ledger yet. They will not show up on any reports yet. This is just the holding tank. Okay, so you will see these have already been connected. You've got a checking account, a savings account, and your credit card account that have been connected, and we'll import that directly from your financial institution's website. Okay, so we can get rid of that. If that's taking up too much room, get rid of that, and then you can pull out those accounts up here. All right, so we're going to go to checking because that's what we're working on today, checking. All right, and then here's a list of all those transactions that have come in through that import screen, or this is the import screen. Okay, so this is the import screen. So if you wanted to look at the actual register, this is the bank register. If you, I just flipped real quick, there's a way to get there. We can show you a different time, but this shows all the transactions that are actually in your account. This is your general ledger account, and it will show up on reports and all the information that you need. So you can see by what I'm trying to show you here is this is the part that's actually in QuickBooks officially. This screen is what they're pulling in, and you will notice the biggest difference over here is action because it's got add, and if you're at your register, there's no add because it's already entered. Okay, so then we're going to go down and look at a few of these transactions. So you'll up here, the very first one, there's no information. QuickBooks is trying to be smart and pull in information, but this is a whole new thing, does not know what it's doing, and so it has no suggestions for you. So at this point, you can, when you click on that, it'll give you details. You'll look down here, this line down here, this bank detail line. That's what the description is on the bank's website and on your bank statement. If you get the paper receipts, that's what the bank says. So the rest of this, the QuickBooks has tried to be smart about. It says, okay, this description here matches a customer you have. So is that the correct customer? And you're going to be, yes, of course it is. And then you come over here and this is your category. So QuickBooks did not have a suggestion or an idea on where that money should go, so it's going to just put it in uncategorized income. So you can click the down arrow, select the information you need. So we're going to say we sold something, right? It was books. We sold a book. That's where we go. You can add tags, you can add memos if you need to, and we're going to go ahead and click add for that. Okay, so then we go over here to some of these other ones. Sometimes I go through and I click on things that are in green. So things that are in green are items that QuickBooks has tried to either connect with something that's already in your system, or it will try to be smart and suggest the right place for it to go. Okay, so we'll look at this. It says one record found. So we will notice there's a deposit. So it's on the deposit side of this column, and this is the date of the bank. So if we go ahead and open this, you will see the bank details. There's no description from there. but this is the date of the bank import, okay? And it shows us that we actually have created a deposit already that's entered in our general ledger. It's on your bank, it's in your bank register already. And so QuickBooks is saying, hey, there is a deposit you've created on the date, same date as what the bank has, for the same amount that the bank has. And so we think this should match. And you know your system, and you're probably, yes, of course that is what matches. And so you can hit match, and basically it'll check it off. So we're going to go over here to the register to show what actually happens. We'll refresh this screen real quick so that we get everything we've just added on our register screen. All right, and it wants to give us some assistance here. Okay, first you'll see that the books that we added are in here now, and this little green box means, oh, you connected that with an import just so that you know that step had been taken, that you brought it in from the bank. And the C means it's halfway reconciled. So when you go to your reconciliation screen later, I will show you that information, that it has been checked off on your reconciliation ready. And hopefully when we get done with the process, the whole reconciliation will be just super fast. Okay, but we're going to go down here to where the match was as well. And I believe it was 521, but I'm not seeing it. Aha, here we go, 521. So you'll see there's a deposit that was already entered. Again, the green boxes showing that it matched with your import, and the C means that it was checked off on your reconciliation. The reconciliation is not 100% complete yet, because if it was, that C would be an R, meaning that it was completely reconciled. Okay, so this is what this looks like. So they will have suggestions. So this one has two suggestions. Hey, there was a check and an expense. And when you look at these, I'm going to look at the bank date, which was 5/19. So we want to make sure it matches the actual expense in the register on 5/19. So that one is correct, and you can hit match. Okay. So those are the different options. And to make this super easy, sometimes you can look at this and be like, okay, 5/21, that was a check. Yes, and you can check off these little boxes over here on the left. Check, check, check. Oh, those are all correct. We are so excited. And then at the top, you just do accept, and they have all been matched and entered. Okay, so let's run through this process one more time, okay? We can go through the bank import screen. We can match things, and then it will be entered into your general ledger. So after this screen is done, I will go to your reconciliation account, and there's steps to get to that as well. So you will have your statement in front of you at this point. Your beginning balance was $5,000. We'll say it's $1 to end, right? And we will choose the date for the reconciliation. And it will bring us to the reconciliation screen. And when you go through all of this screen, down here, you will see there are parts where they still have those green boxes, so we know it was imported, and they will have those checks. That's what the C meant on your register screen, and everything is checked off. So once you get everything checked off, and you realize that it's correct, you will see up here, it'll tell you whether there's a difference, whether it's actually reconciled or not. My guess is there might be some things down here at the bottom that have cleared after the bank statement date. But since this is a sample company, I don't actually have a bank statement, so I can't truly reconcile it. But if it was your accounts, you would be able to go through, check off, and uncheck things and see if it reconciled. So that was probably a very brief brief way of showing you how the bank connections are made. And if that was too fast, or you need a handout to help walk you through some of the steps on that, you can find that link just here below. So like, share, follow, whatever it is, to see if you can find some more tricks on how to make QuickBooks work easier and faster for you. Thanks for joining. Here's the screen to connect with me more if you want to find out more information.